All right, we are wrapping up our trip.
We're home.
And Autumn drove
2 whole hours.
2 hours and maybe about 10 minutes because I had her drive over a bridge so I could fly the drone and try to get a little video of the truck crossing a bridge. So 2 hours and about 5 minutes. And how much of this trip did I drive?
Well, according to this,
So it'd be about 75 hours.
No, 70. It's got 77 hours and 56 minutes
So
listed here. So he drove 75 hours or so, 76 hours.
So our trip is almost 78 hours. So I drove about 76, which is about perfect because I was born in 76. That shows 20.3 miles per gallon, but we are going to do our final fill up. I'll get out all the receipts and we'll see if the numbers are true. So I got to use my fuel rewards. And this is goofy because it stops at it only lets you do it for 20 gallons. But anyways, doing fuel rewards.
So we're wrapping up this trip. What are you going to say about the trip?
So anyways, we have used Shell gas the entire time, the entire trip, and 87 octane the entire trip. We also hit over 120,000 miles now on the 2016 F-150, and anyways with the 5-liter V8.
And what would you say this trip was? I mean, if you could describe it in some descriptive words, how would you describe this trip?
This trip is a bitter-sweet trip. We have sold a camper while we were on the road with a camper in the video we did a while back. And we also dropped off both of our kids to college. So it's been it's going to be an interesting couple weeks adapting back at home, but we've got a lot of plans. And the one thing nice is we don't have to do all the running now for school stuff. And we love the school stuff, but it was a lot of running and a lot of work, a lot of gasoline.
A lot of gasoline.
So this trip was, what was the total miles on that?
3,828.
3,828. So we will get the receipts from this. We got all the receipts. We're gonna show which states we filled up in and the total gas mileage for the entire trip, which would include the Midwest, city driving in areas like Tulsa, Stillwater, Oklahoma, through the plains of Oklahoma, plains of Kansas, the mountains of Colorado,
Plains of Colorado,
up and down some of the hills of Nebraska, through the rivers of Iowa and Illinois in the cornfields. So we've kind of done varied driving, Chicago, Rockford, Illinois. So we've got a good mix. So we're gonna see what our all in all total is. 87 octane, all Shell gas in the 2016 F-150. And that guy's driving like a maniac. So on our total trip, we did 3,828.7 miles on this total trip, 199.242 gallons at a total cost of $419.55. I think that's a pretty cheap trip, $419.55 as far as gasoline for a full-size F-150 6.5 foot box crew cab truck. The cheapest we got it was Springfield, Missouri at $1.75 a gallon. Every single one of these gas stops was Shell, 87 octane fuel. Like I said, the cheapest was $1.75, and I think the priciest was Colorado Springs. I don't remember. So anyways, we got gas in Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Colorado, Nebraska, and Iowa. This is roughly the trip that we took this last time. That does not include, obviously, little side roads that you can't see on the map because they don't have all those roads on there. But that's the basic loop that we took. So that included city driving, towns like Tulsa, Colorado Springs, up around Boulder, Colorado area, included the plains of Oklahoma, Kansas, the flat areas of Illinois, the hilly areas of the Mississippi River and the mountains of Colorado. On the truck itself, on the dash, it said 20.3, but I've seen this so many times, even with work vehicles, Chevy, Ford, no matter what. It seems like a lot of them, they're not quite, when you do it the old-fashioned way, add up all the gallons right down to the little dots. Example, 14.899 gallons. But yeah, add everything up the old-fashioned way, you get your true number. So anyways, I think it's pretty good. Truck hit 120,000 miles. It's been awesome. I'll drive it anywhere tomorrow. So we will try to get some more of our travel videos out as we get time to put those together. And I'm hoping to get a fly fishing with Rick. We had Rick come over to install the doors at the ranch. So we're hoping to get a little fly fishing video soon. As well. And also Rodriguez and I are going to be doing a motorcycle trip. We are hoping to get 1,000 miles in one day. That was kind of the goal, but at the same time we are going to be safe. Safety's number one. We're not going to just do it to do it. I know we're capable of doing it, but it partly depends on what time we can leave and all that, having the proper rest and all that to do it. So that's going to be a little bit of a factor in that. But we thank you for watching. Do you have any favorite ways of traveling? Car, truck, motorhome, motorcycle? Have you noticed any tips in gasolines or any of that? So I just thought it was fun just to do one brand the whole way, same octane, and just kind of seeing what we can get. We did notice out west, a lot of times their low octane was 85. Here in the Midwest, Michigan, most of the time the low is an 87. So anyways, we tried to stick with 87 the whole trip and we were able to do that. So thanks a lot for watching. Click subscribe, hit like, and share with your friends, and fill the car up and go see some sights. Thanks for watching.